Hello. Come in. Hello, my fam. I am Perez Hilton. That is me, the queen of all media, the gossip gangsta, the original influencer, your fam for life. And I am so grateful for you and so extra happy and have been looking forward to seeing you today because I am doing much better than yesterday. Not because I'm rested. I'm still not rested. I still barely got sleep last night, but I feel like my nervous system has quieted down, and I'm so immensely grateful and happy about that. And we have business as usual today. MK and everybody else talking about celebrities, hot topics like we normally do here. Hey, Ryan. Also, thank you to Os Fly Girl. Os Fly Girl sent me a message on Cameo as a little pick-me-up. I'm like, you didn't have to do that. You already are a member here on, well, I didn't tell her that, but I was thinking it to myself. Anyway, speaking of memberships, I have a membership set up here on YouTube. If you want to support, if you watch regularly, if you enjoy what I do, please consider becoming a member. Every live stream, I turn it to members only mode so everyone can watch, and when the premiere is over, everyone can comment then. But during the premiere, I only chat with members. A little incentive, or maybe a big incentive, to hopefully, I just gave you a shout out, Osfly girl. I just gave you a shout out. You missed it. Rewind. I think if it's live, you can still rewind. Anyways, if you can, please become a member. If not, I appreciate everyone who watches and likes, comments, and shares. You can do all of that. I go live here on YouTube every weekday, Monday through Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, and I'm looking forward to all the tea and the drama today. I think I'm gonna do it this way today. There we go. All right. Let's start off with a little appetizer as we work our way towards the meat and potatoes, the juicier stuff. I don't understand this. I've been seeing, hey Adam, I've been seeing all this news coverage yesterday and today about Adele announcing that she's taking a break from music. She feels creatively uninspired and wants to fill her cup with other creative endeavors and is going to pursue that instead. And I'm like, what's newsworthy about this? Adele always does that. She takes like 5 years between albums. Like, why are we surprised? What? I mean, maybe it's just that Adele is such a big artist. Maybe because she's so famous, like even though it's not newsworthy, it's still news. Does that make sense? Absolutely, Christy. I'm trying to think of a different example. Like, I don't know, like Taylor Swift going on vacation. Like, who cares that Taylor Swift's going on vacation? But she's such a big star that if Taylor Swift were to go on vacation somewhere by herself or with Travis, that would get headlines. And actually, speaking of Taylor Swift, it's so interesting. Like, Adele's the antithesis of Taylor Swift in so many ways. Like, Adele really views making music as work. She views it as work, as a job, as a chore, almost. Like she dreads it, or just doesn't want, or isn't looking forward to it, or doesn't want to do it, or doesn't feel the need to. Whereas Taylor Swift feels the need to make art. She feels compelled to write music. Her songs, for her, they're therapy for Taylor. They're healing for her. It's, in a way, and some people might think this is an insult, it's who she is. And I feel like with Adele, being a singer and a songwriter is part of who she is, but it's not who she is. And they're both very successful, but Taylor Swift is more successful these days. Listen, without a doubt, there's not a single musical artist in 2024 that's even close to being as successful as Taylor Swift. I was just watching the live stream, some of the live stream for her show tonight. Travis Kelce was there. That might be his last show that he can go to for a while because training camp begins Sunday, I believe. Football season starts up again. And actually, Adele's not even done. I think Adele's got some final shows that she's doing in Germany. Adele, Germany concert. Let's see here. Adele in Munich. She's doing 2 shows. Oh no, she's doing 10 shows. Wow. How interesting. Adele's doing 10 shows. She's not touring. How annoying. Like, instead of doing tour, she doesn't like touring. So Adele did Vegas for 2 years, and now she's doing 10 shows in Munich, of all places. Not even Berlin. How interesting. Why Munich? And they even built her. This is so crazy. They built her own arena. I'm not even making this up. You can check out the Wikipedia for it. Quote, Adele in Munich is the second concert residency by English singer Adele, held in a purpose-built 80,000-seat outdoor arena at Messe München in Munich. It is set to begin on the 2nd of August and will end the 31st of August, with 2 shows each week. It is expected the set list will be the longest in her career. These are Adele's only concerts in Europe for 2024. I agree, Ryan. I mean, listen, I don't think an artist needs to tour, but she hasn't toured in 8 years. And, if you're not lucky enough to live close to Munich, then it's really expensive and not easy for some of Adele's biggest fans to get to see her in concert. Oh, well. All right. In more music-related news, Kanye West is in trouble with the law again. I mean, I feel bad for him, but not too bad, because I'm sure Kim Kardashian will bail him out if she needs to. He owes money. I'll talk about that in a second, but I just had this thought. God, not a thought. I had a nightmare. Y'all, can you imagine what it must be like having to deal with Kanye West? Not even romantically. Like, I've heard his friends have said this, and former friends. Kanye is a freaking nightmare. He's the kind of friend that will call you and expect you to be on the phone with him for 3 hours. I think John Legend said that, like an insane amount of time. I'm not getting paid. I'm not your therapist. I don't want to hear your problems for 3 hours, much less on the phone. Not even in person. An hour? Okay, maybe I'll be there for you. And an hour for my problems. So 2 hours max. But we don't need to be talking for 3 hours about our collective problems. And especially not when it's just 3 hours. And actually, I don't even want to be on the phone. I mean, I'll do a phone call, but you know what I hate even more? My brain is feeling so inspired with ideas and thoughts today. I'm having like all these thought explosions. I've noticed this new trend. You know what I find incredibly annoying? I'm going to make a video about this. You're seeing it first, but I'll put it, it's not like time sensitive, so I might not post it for a while. I don't always post my, evergreen content in real time. Like today, I posted a video about a light bulb moment that I had, which I filmed a few months ago because it's not, it wasn't something that I had to get out at the moment. It wasn't timely. Anywho, I've noticed this trend that I find so annoying. It drives me crazy. And at first I thought it was just something that young people do, but now it's made its way over to old folks. And I'm like, no, stop it. People more and more these days are sending voice notes or voice memos, whatever you call them. Few things infuriate me more. Don't send me a voice note or text me. I don't like phone calls, but I hate voice notes. I'd rather have a phone call versus a voice note because at least that way I can tell you, listen, I don't have much time. I've got to pick up the kids or this or that or the other, and I can rush a call along. But like, how presumptuous of you to think I have time for your voice note. Thankfully, a lot of the times my phone transcribes a voice note, but not always. I don't understand why. If they send more than one voice note, even if it does transcribe, I'll be like, yo, I don't have time for this. Just text me. The only reason you should send somebody a voice note is if you're doing them a favor, you're really rushed and it's just quicker. Or like, if you're doing them a favor and like you're giving them a recipe or something, or giving them instructions on where you left the key, they're staying at your house or whatnot, and you're rushed for time. But like, you can easily use the dictation thing. If you don't want to type, just dictate what you want to send. Press the freaking dictation button. Anyways, Kanye is a handful for friends and loved ones and partners. And according to the latest, Kanye owes over $1 million in unpaid taxes to the IRS, to the state of Wyoming, to the state of California. He's got multiple tax liens, or no, maybe not multiple, at least one tax lien. Not that long ago, he was allegedly a billionaire. Now he can't get his finances together, which makes sense because, like I mentioned, Kanye thrives in chaos. He creates chaos because chaos makes him feel alive. Chaos is his normal. I don't like chaos. I like structure. I like knowing what's going to happen. I need stability. I need being able to say, today's going to look like this, tomorrow's going to look like that, because I'm so busy and every minute of my life matters. Like every minute counts. So I bet you Kim Kardashian's not having her finances in a mess like Kanye. That's for sure. Kris Jenner would not allow that. So yeah, Kris and Kim would bail out Kanye if need be. Goodness gracious. Stay hydrated. I wish him well, though. I don't like him, but I wish everyone well. Also, I wish well to Joe Biden. Don't like him either, but just read that the president has come down with COVID, and that's scary for somebody his age. I only knew about this because it broke like right before I went live, because Joe Biden either is or was supposed to be in Las Vegas, where I live, today to speak at this conference, and he had to cancel because he tested positive for COVID. I think he's 81. Let me see, Joe Biden, 81. Yeah, he turns 82 in November, and COVID at any age could be potentially very dangerous, but COVID at 81, even more so. So, light and positive vibes to Joe Biden. All right. In more music related news, I kind of love it. Some of these, I love, I kind of love this. Like, I'm not even passing judgment. I love women of a certain age in their 40s, 50s, maybe even their 60s that have certain men in their lives that are able to bring out the teenager in them. For example, blockheads. A lot of New Kids on the Block fans get like teenagers whenever they go to their shows or talk about them or spread rumors about them. And I'm not mad at it. I love it. You know what? It's hopefully harmless. And we need that. We need that. So, a few days ago, I kept seeing this rumor that Donnie Wahlberg and Jenny McCarthy were divorcing. And I didn't see a statement on their socials. I didn't see any outlet reporting that they were splitting. I'm like, what's going on? I don't believe this. Then today, I just saw a report or an excerpt, coverage of a podcast appearance that Jenny McCarthy just did, where she's talking about how much in love she is and how she and Donnie are renewing their wedding vows and how they've been doing that every year now since they got married 10 years ago this summer. So I'm like, okay, cool. That puts an end to all those rumors without even directly addressing them. However, after I published that video, a friend of mine, a source that's a real life friend that works in the music industry, she or he gave me some tea and told me that I offered an explanation as to why the rumors started, but also now threw in a wrench, and there's a question mark about whether there actually might be some drama between Donnie and Jenny currently, and things might not be 100% good in their marriage. New Kids on the Block go on tour almost every summer. Not every summer, but almost, I feel like. Did they go on tour last year? I feel like they're on tour every single summer, like clockwork. And Jenny is always on tour with the boys, men. But not this year. The tour started a few weeks ago, and I've been told by a source exclusively told me that knows Jenny has yet to go to a single show this summer. Maybe she's busy. Maybe Masked Singer's currently filming. I don't know. But, that's why the blockheads, the women of a certain age, are talking, chattering. Jenny's not at the shows. Have you seen Jenny? You didn't see Jenny? Oh my God, Jenny's not here. Is something wrong with Donnie? Oh my God, where's Jenny? Oh my God. Okay, Adam. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know if New Kids toured or not last year. They tour almost every summer, or maybe every other summer. I don't know exactly what their actual schedule is. So yeah, it is breaking a pattern for her. If she's been consistently at the shows every time they go on tour and now she's not, that is eyebrow raising, one would say, or would make you pay attention to that. All right. Those were all music items, interestingly enough. But now I have a pop culture story / parenting / culture / politics, which actually I don't even think it's political, because I would think a lot of people, regardless of how you identify, whether it be liberal, conservative, Democrat, Republican. You could maybe, a lot of people, there might be a lot of overlap in agreeing about this. Earlier this week, Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, signed into law this new policy that prohibits schools in the state of California from informing parents if their child requests to change their gender or name, their pronouns at school. And I think this is highly unethical, irresponsible, dangerous, wrong, immoral. The schools are not the parents of the children. I view this as a health issue. You know, and I'm a gay father. I'm a member of the LGBTQ community. But changing pronouns, identifying as transgender, that is a health/medical issue. I think we could all agree on that, right? It is a medical issue, and children are not the possession of their parents, but children are under the care of their parents. And I believe that it is the parents' obligation, responsibility, job to decide how to best care for their children. I understand the intention behind this new law. They want to help and protect children that are in households with parents that are not supportive. But it's still a medical issue. It is a health-related issue, and you are not the parent. You're the educator. You're the administrator. It's your responsibility to be transparent with parents. Trans. Oh my God, how funny. I didn't even mean to say that. Transparent. It's your responsibility to be communicative on all, not even just health related, but on all matters related to the child. Like, they're children. A child may not want to tell their parent, Mom, Dad, I got an F in my report card. Obviously, a child wouldn't want to tell their parent that, but it's the school's responsibility to tell their parent, listen, your child got an F on the report card, on this project, on the test, whatever. And it worries me, that I just think the school should be communicative, and it worries me that this could create more problems for the ones that it's trying to protect. Like, if you are a bad parent, if you are someone that's not supportive of a trans child, and you find out, because you know how kids are. You all know how kids are. Kids are bullies. Kids are mean. Not all, but a lot of them. If you have the courage and bravery to come out as trans in high school or middle school, there are going to be some kids that are not supportive of that are going to want to criticize you or attack you or whatever. And they might even tell your parents behind your back, even if the teacher hasn't. If you're a bad parent who's a homophobe or very religious, and then you find out that you've had this secret kept from you by your child and the school, that parent might go make that child's life even more miserable. Oh, you're just grounded. You're grounded for a year, or God forbid, worse, attack the child, beat the child, punish physically the child. But grounding a kid is not against the law. You're not going to do anything fun for the next 12 months. That's not illegal. but a homophobic, transphobic, awful, like, religious bigot might do that. I don't know. I feel like the law is too black or white, this law prohibiting, and life is not black or white like that. All right, let's keep it moving. In other wackadoodle news, Sandoval is the gift that keeps on giving. If you have not heard, and actually, thank you all for giving me some updates because I did not know this. Right? Conversion therapy. I don't even know if I would guess conversion therapy is illegal in California. Let me see. Is conversion therapy legal in California? I would guess it's not. Correct. Conversion therapy is illegal in California. No, wait a minute. Let me see here. Yeah, California. Yeah, California signed it into law a long time ago, banning conversion therapy. It was banned in 2012. Anywho, Tom Sandoval is suing his ex-girlfriend and Vanderpump Rules co-star Ariana Madix for illegally accessing his cell phone, which he claims she was not authorized to do, and in doing so then distributed intimate content of Rachel Raquel. And I simultaneously think this Tom Sandoval lawsuit is both dumb and brilliant at the same time. I think it's dumb in that, I think it's dumb in that, you know, in a year, 2 years, 3 years, they're all going to regret all the money that was wasted on legal fees, legal bills. I had bills and fees jumbled in my brain. They're all going to regret the money wasted on legal fees, bills. You know, it'll be hundreds of thousands, if not more, I'm sure. But I think it's brilliant in that I thought he might be launching a podcast, but some of you all told me he has a podcast, and you know, but he hasn't released an episode in a while, so this could be a good way to relaunch his podcast and get more attention for that. Also, you know, I love that he's leaning into villain mode. He's leaning into, you know, being what we want out of him. It's for reality television. Although Vanderpump Rules may not even come back. I think that show's done. Or it'll be on a long hiatus. All right. Meanwhile, some of you, I love making timely content because then you are all very responsive and educate me and give me more context, which is what happened with the video that I made about Shannen Doherty and her doctor sharing a lot of information about her death and her treatment. And many of you were quick to inform me and point out that Shannen Doherty's doctor was also a dear friend of hers and was even on her podcast this year. So I would like to believe, I am assuming that hopefully Shannen gave him permission to talk after her death. But this doctor also revealed a lot of intimate details about Shannen Doherty's final hours and about her final weeks and months. I understand sharing info about treatment and about the process. But this doctor shared a lot of private, intimate information about Shannen Doherty, including, including being surrounded by friends during her last hours. So interesting that he said friends only. Like, her mother wasn't there, allegedly, based on what he said, because if her mother was there, I would have specified she was surrounded by her loved ones or by friends and family or by her friends and her mother. But he just said friends. Thank you, Elizabeth. Maybe the mom didn't think she had the strength to deal with it. But I would, even though it would break me, it would shatter me. I would have to be there for my child in those final moments. I pray that never happens. A parent should never outlive their child. But it also made me really sad because this doctor said that Shannen Doherty had not made peace with death. She was not ready to die. She had not made peace with it. She thought she had more time. She was sad about dying, even though she'd been on this very long, painful cancer journey. I would hope that if I were in that situation that, I'm a fighter and I would want to stay alive and live and be here for my loved ones. But if the time came, I would think that I would make peace with it. Like, I've been so lucky. I've lived the most magical life, been a trailblazer, done the coolest things professionally, met the most amazing and famous people, and had the most happy home life with children that far exceeded my expectations of what I dreamt of. Hey, Ash. So yeah. All right, we need to lighten things up. Oh my God. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Jennifer Lopez. I didn't even mention this yesterday evening, late at night, when I made the video about it, but J-Lo and Ben Affleck just celebrated their 2-year wedding anniversary on different coasts. Ben Affleck was in Los Angeles. J-Lo was in the Hamptons with friends and her manager. Shout out to Queen J. Ray. J-Lo looked kind of somber riding a bicycle around the Hamptons. Sad. Ben looked happy AF, grabbing a nice coffee and with a big old smile on his face yesterday on the day of their anniversary without his wife. And what's interesting, it's like J-Lo knew it was her anniversary yesterday, knew the paparazzi was following her, so she did something different, new. It's like a new Jennifer Lopez that we saw yesterday. Strategic, smart. The new J-Lo that we saw was sad, was somber, and was dressed down. She was like wearing overalls. I don't even know if I've ever seen, or like, I can't remember the last time I've seen Jennifer Lopez dress so casually. That was a calculated move. Effective. And finally, Johnny Depp fans are mad at me because I made a silly TikTok video and I said, because I love to troll people. I love to troll people in non-harmful ways, okay? Like I've grown from the past. I don't like being mean, nasty, or vicious, but I still like to stir the pot. And I knew what I was doing. I made a video about Johnny Depp and I said, Amber Heard's ex-husband is currently on vacation in Italy. And oh my God, all these Johnny Depp fans were losing their minds because I called him Amber Heard's ex-husband, which he is. And I did it on purpose, strategically. Amber Heard's ex-husband is on vacation in Italy, yachting with Will Smith. Did you know that Johnny Depp and Will Smith are friends? I had no idea. In fact, they're such good friends, they've been doing this. They've done it many times in the past. Johnny Depp and Will Smith go on vacation together. You know they talked about their wives or exes. They have a lot in common, Johnny Depp and Will Smith. Ba-dum-bum. You guys, thank you to everybody who's reached out in all sincerity. I'm still not 100%, but I'm better than yesterday. Stronger than yesterday. Not in nothing but my way. My loneliness ain't killing me no more. Anyways, I'm better than yesterday. And I thank you all so much for your support, for your time, for your kindness. And I know that one or two of you are going to become members on YouTube today. Please become a member if you can. If not, I appreciate everybody that tunes in here every weekday, Monday through Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, or enjoy the replay. As soon as the premiere is over, which is members only chat, everybody can comment on the actual video. Everybody can hit the like button and share. Please do all of that. I appreciate you. I love you, my fam, and I will see you tomorrow.